Are you ready for today's video? If you struggle with loads of digestion issues and possibly you've had an eating disorder, and no matter what you try, things just don't seem to get better, then this video is for you. So you guys know that I struggled with an eating disorder for 17 years. Well, 15 of those years I struggled with severe, and I'm talking severe, digestive issues. Fortunately, I was able to heal all of them through what I'm about to tell you guys about today on this episode of Done with Dieting. Hey guys, I'm Jessie Riemann, and I'm a certified eating disorder recovery coach, personal trainer, and now I'm also a law of attraction coach. On this channel, I talk about healing your metabolism and your relationship with food, how to build more confidence, and how to manifest a body and a life that you love. Okay, so quick little disclaimer. Since I am not a doctor, I am not diagnosing or guaranteeing any kind of treatment. This is just my personal story. So I'm going to start out with kind of listing several of the symptoms that I experienced as far as my digestive issues, and then I'll go over a few of just my other overall health problems. Okay, so for 15 years, I struggled with horrible upper abdominal bloating, like to the point where it felt like someone was blowing up a balloon inside my stomach. I had constant belching, constant upper abdominal pain. I had kind of this like pinching feeling in my intestines anytime I would eat something that wasn't on my so-called safe list of foods. I almost felt like there was kind of like this rock in my stomach because I wasn't digesting food properly. So because of that, I had a lot of acid reflux as well. And then my other symptoms that weren't digestive related, I had a lot of liver and gallbladder pain. I had pain in my right kidney, which eventually led to a kidney stone. And if you've ever had one, you know it is by far one of the most painful experiences of your life. They always say that it kind of rivals childbirth. Chronic joint pain, Hashimoto's, thyroid autoimmune disease, horrible adrenal fatigue, severe anxiety, fears, and suicidal thoughts. I had colds and flus and strep all the time. It literally just felt like I was always sick and always in pain. So at the beginning of 2018, my naturopathic doctor did a DNA stool test on me and found 13 different infections going on in my gut. So I had, that I can recall, 2 parasites, like real nasty ones. I had a bacterial infection called C. diff, and it basically starts to eat away at your intestinal lining, which can be fatal if not treated, and then just a whole bunch of other bacterial and fungal overgrowths. Now, prior to this diagnosis, I had been obsessively researching gut health, different kinds of bacterial and fungal overgrowths like Candida and SIBO, different supplements to try to help kill off these different bacterial and fungal overgrowths, gut healing diets, you name it, I was researching it. And I had tried so many of these different things for probably like a 2-year period. And so I was actually relieved to get this diagnosis because I thought, this is finally the answer to all my health problems. So I began a very strict regimen of herbal supplements with a goal of killing off the bacteria and the parasites, and then I continued the very, very strict paleo diet that I was already on, where I was afraid of nightshades and oxalates and lectins and sugar. And believe it or not, I just kept getting sicker and sicker even on the treatment. I was on the smallest possible doses for a long time. If I even tried to work up to full doses, I was so sick I couldn't even work. I was bedridden. One day while I was desperately, I might add, researching how to heal my thyroid and my metabolism, I stumbled across an eating disorder recovery video. I believe it was one of the Follow the Intuition videos about orthorexia, and my jaw hit the floor and I broke down in tears. See, I believed that I had already been eating disorder recovered 6 years prior to that because I had quit vomit, purge, bulimia, cold turkey, and I wasn't purposely trying to starve myself anymore like when I was anorexic. But I had never heard of this term orthorexia before. So if you don't know what that is, quickly I'll just say it's an obsession with healthy eating to the point where you're afraid of making sure that you have the absolute perfect ingredients and where your food is sourced from, and you have all these different food fears. You think that a whole bunch of different kinds of foods are really toxic and that they can possibly kill you. Like I said, it just becomes this really unhealthy obsession. So it was then I knew that I still had a problem, and I began to believe that this was the true answer to all of my health problems. So I even talked to my naturopathic doctor about eating disorder recovery, and he wasn't 100% understanding or supportive. And that's okay, because a lot of doctors don't really understand true eating disorder recovery. In my heart, I believed that eating disorder recovery was truly the answer. So in February of 2018, I made the decision to fully commit to eating disorder recovery, even though I was absolutely terrified. I dove in and I fully committed. So I started to eat whatever, whenever, and how much ever I wanted to eat. I ate plenty of high calorie, high fat, sugary, processed foods, in addition to other foods. I just overall started to eat more than I'd ever allowed myself to eat since probably being a kid. My digestion actually got a little bit worse at first, partly because my body didn't know how to process the amount and the variety of foods that I was at this point taking in, but there's more to that, and I'm going to get to it in a second. I gained about 20 pounds in the first month, and I had reached the highest weight I had ever been in my entire life. I gradually cut down on my exercise until I eventually took most of it all out altogether, except for maybe a light walk here and there. And there were a lot of tears and a lot of fear because I felt lazy and gluttonous, and I felt like a fraud as a personal trainer. But I also came across the law of attraction, and I started to study it more. And I realized that between my eating disorder, my digestive problems, all my health problems, I had found eating disorder recovery because I had manifested an answer to overcome all of my health issues. So I started to implement a daily practice where I did daily positive affirmations every single morning in the mirror and every single night before I went to bed. Honestly, anytime I had a chance to look in the mirror, and then I would also try to just become more and more aware of the thoughts that I was having on a daily basis. And as soon as I would notice a negative thought such as, oh, I'm just feeling like I'm getting so fat in recovery, I would be like, nope, pause that, I'm going to flip it. Nope, I look amazing, recovery is healing me, things are going great. I started journaling also every single day, 3 things that I loved about myself and why, and 10 things that I felt grateful for. I started singing again, which has been a lifelong passion of mine, and it started to give me more confidence and a higher vibration. I only allowed myself for a time to watch comedy movies and TV shows, which also helped to raise my vibration. I took toxic people out of my life. I even did a really fun 80s photo shoot without dieting for it, and I was at my heaviest weight. And I used this as an opportunity to practice self-love and to tell myself that my body looked great exactly the way it already was. So after 11 months of doing all of these positive things consistently, my naturopathic doctor retested me, and all 13 infections were gone. Like literally gone. And again, I broke down in tears, but this time it was tears of relief and gratitude. The law of attraction, or the universe, had led me to recovery, which then allowed my body the nourishment and the strength to be able to fight off those infections. My weight started dropping on its own. My liver and gallbladder pain was gone. My kidney pain was gone. My thyroid was much improved. My immune system and my adrenals were drastically improved. And I had no more, zero suicidal thoughts. I felt truly grateful to be alive. And I believe with all my heart that getting healthier, losing weight easily, or finding your body's ideal weight, being more confident and loving yourself are all possible for you. It takes a daily practice of self-love, positive affirmations, gratitude consistently. And I know this goes against everything that you've ever done, but it's worth it. You are worth it. This truly works, you guys. It changed my life. Please don't give up. You can fully recover. You can have all of this too. I believe in you guys. So if you'd like some one-on-one coaching so I can help you manifest more confidence, a healthy body that you can feel proud of, and a life you love, contact me at DonewithDietingllc@gmail.com. I release new videos each week, so be sure to subscribe and click the bell so you never miss an update. And if you found this video helpful, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. It really does help us to reach more people who also wish to learn how to be done with dieting and be done with doubt. Have a great day. Bye, guys.